Hey gorgeouses, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Happy New Year. We hope you guys have had a great start to your year, a great January so far. Today I'm just gonna do a vlog, just a bit of an update, a life update, a baby update, and then me and Gonzalo, we are going on a date tonight. So I think I'm going to film that. Depending on how much I film of the day, I might film either tomorrow as well and maybe on the weekend as well, but for now I think I might try and just see if I have enough to film today. So as I said, I want to, let me see if I can sit this up. Oh, there you go. A bit of a baby update. So those of you who maybe aren't up to date on our Vlogmas, I am pregnant. I am 21 weeks today. So I'm very excited. I'm due in May, and this is my second child. I already have a girl. She is just over 1.5, so she'll be 2 when the baby is born, like barely 2, like a few days before her birthday's a few days before I'm due, so we're really excited. So I was supposed to have my 20-week scan last week, but I had to cancel it and reschedule it because I was sick. Unexpected, nothing to do with the baby or morning sickness or anything like that. I'm lucky I don't get morning sickness, but just caught a stomach bug and was really unwell, so I couldn't make the appointment, so it got rescheduled to this week. So I was actually 21 weeks, but everything is great. The baby is healthy, everything looks as it should facially, everything has formed properly, same with all the organs, hands, feet, which is great. We also found out what we are having, which I didn't really mind. Obviously, if I had a choice, I think I would have picked a girl just because we already have a girl, and I would love for her to have a sister close in age with my sisters. So Hannah's 2 years older than me and Becca's 18 months younger than me, so we're all very close, and I've loved having sisters and having that relationship with them, so I really wanted that for her. But obviously if I was having a boy too, then amazing, because then we have one of each, and obviously we want to have more children than just 2, so it wouldn't really make much difference to us really in the end. As long as the baby is healthy and they get here fine, then that's what's most important. Yeah, so we did find out what we're having, and it's a girl. Yeah, so it's another girl, which I am extremely excited for. Yeah, and she's healthy. She's a healthy girl. We're getting a second girl. Bia's getting a sister, so I'm excited, a bit nervous. Obviously we're going from 1 child to 2 children. I'm sure we'll be fine. But yeah, so that was the news today. So that was my 21-week scan. And usually with normal pregnancies, you will she got her health hat on from Christmas. Usually you will get seen at 12 weeks by the hospital and 20 weeks by the hospital as well. But I had complications at birth with Bia. So I don't know if many people will have had a baby, but I had a placental abruption, which means the placenta came away from my uterus wall before the baby was out, meaning that, and that is like basically what lets them breathe during that's what lets them breathe during labour, basically, because they still have the umbilical cord attached to the placenta, which is then attached to you. They can breathe the whole way when they're coming out, whereas with Bia's placenta, that was coming at the same time. And so it wasn't great. Yeah, she was very unwell, but miracles happen, and she's great and she's fine, so nothing to worry about with that. But because that happened to me, I'm at a high risk of it happening again, so they're having to monitor the baby, and obviously as well it may not happen again, but they want to just double check. So I'll be getting more scans done at 28 weeks, and basically every 2 weeks until I give birth. So I will get to see her a lot more than what we got to see Bia, which will be nice. And it's interesting because with Bia we didn't have anything to compare it to. She was our only child, and that was it. And so you imagine, oh, what are they going to look like? Are they going to let me? Are they going to let Gonzalo? You look at your own baby pictures, whereas now we have a third person to compare this child to. Is she going to look like Bia? Because Bia is very, she's a really good mix of us both. I think she, she on occasion can really look like me, can really look like Gonzalo, and she's just a really good mix. So, whereas now from the profile and the pictures we've seen, they really look like her profile pictures too. So we're really, really excited for the baby to come. So that's the baby update. And yeah, so we are obviously no longer in Glasgow. We got home but just over a week ago. But then I got sick, and then, well, Bia was sick when we first got home. I think it was just like travel sickness. And then I was sick, and then Gonzalo was sick. So we've been fighting sickness, but now the week is ours. And so my parents are going to babysit while we get to go out on a rare date. And so we're going to go for dinner. We're going to go to Zizi's for dinner, and then we are going to go to the cinema to see The Greatest Showman, which we've heard the soundtrack already and we're really excited to see it. And then last week I fell ill while we were at the cinema watching The Greatest Showman, but 10 minutes into it we left to come home because I really wasn't feeling well. So we're hoping this time we will actually get to see the whole movie, and obviously I'll let you know how it is afterwards. A lot of you may have seen it. It's been out for a while, and everyone who has seen it has loved it, so I'm very, very excited. But I think that's all for now. We've got quite a while. Obviously I've got to wait for Gonzalo to get back from work before we can go out, and so it's only 3 o'clock. So we're really gonna go eat something because I'm very hungry and the baby's hungry. But actually I should probably show you what my bump looks like, because I showed it again in Vlogmas and it wasn't much, but it's a lot bigger and you might get to see something now. So I'll need to take my jumper off so you can properly see. But I'll show you what I look like now. And there, that's what I look like now. Obviously it is later on in the day, so like I don't look this big in the morning. But yeah, she's coming along. She's getting there. Okay, so we're on our way to the cinema now. Gons is home from work, Bia's with my mum and dad, and so as I said before, we're going to see The Greatest Showman, but it's on at a really annoying times. It's on at either 6:10 or 8:30, and 8:30 is really late and 6:10 is almost too early, so we're gonna go anyway, and we're gonna go at 6:10. We're gonna go first. We're both, you're hungry, aren't you? Yeah, I'm hungry too, so we're both quite hungry, so we're gonna get some like popcorn and stuff and eat that during the cinema, and then if we're still hungry then we're probably gonna get food to take home, which I probably will still be hungry because it'll be like 8:30, 8:45, and like no dinner. So so yeah, that's where we're on the way to now. We haven't actually bought tickets, so hopefully we'll get in. We won't have to go see something else, because otherwise we'll be seeing probably Star Wars, which I don't mind because I haven't seen it, but you don't want to see that again, do you?
I wouldn't mind it.
Oh.
I'd rather see this one first.
Alright, well, hopefully it'll be The Greatest Showman. And yeah, so we're gonna get popcorn. We haven't been to cinema in a long time. Well, we went last week, but like before that it's a long time. So we're gonna get popcorn, and I prefer at the cinema, I prefer sweet. My favourite is butter, but I don't like salted, it's too salty. So we're gonna get sweet popcorn, a drink, and probably just some pick and mix. Usually we get ice cream because they do Ben and Jerry's at this cinema, and they do my favourite, which is Chunky Monkey, which you can't get from the supermarket. But you also can't get pick and mix all the time either, so you have to like switch it around. So yeah, that's what we're gonna get, but I'll show you when we get there and we can finally park, and yeah, it's gorgeous. We've just, well, we're not just out of the cinema, we're just out of Zuzu's. So we went to the cinema, as I said before, at 6:10, and then afterwards we were just very, very, very hungry, so we've gone to Zuzu's and we've just eaten quickly so that we can get home and it not be too late. The movie was so good. We've already heard the soundtrack, but seeing the music with the acting and I guess the performance makes it even better. So we both loved it a lot. It was very uplifting and very, yeah, just a gorgeous movie, really. And so then the food was gorgeous too. I got the sea bass and Gon's got the lamb. I didn't really like my starter. I'd never had it for, whoa, but I got the bruschetta, but average. I wouldn't ever buy it again or get it again. And Gon's got some mushroom thing that he really liked, so that's a positive. But we're on our way home and I'm probably gonna go, well, maybe not straight to sleep, but probably straight to bed, and because we've just started watching the TV show Line of Duty, and so we want to watch an episode, maybe if I can stay awake, so we're gonna do that. So I will see you tomorrow, gorgeouses, and bye!